Alright, so I just finished building the Guardian ship and it looks absolutely fantastic. The wingspan on this thing is way bigger than I had assumed. So I'll show you guys here if I can get a grip on the stand. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. It basically barely fits into my shelves right here. You can see it's almost touching. And also it stands very tall when it sits on this stand. So actually it's not going to fit in the shelves currently, so we're gonna have to move things around a little bit and adjust these shelves. They'll just pop off here. I'll have to move some pins and then we'll adjust those, and I think this thing will look great on the top shelf there. We'll probably leave the helmets there, but I'll show you guys in just a moment. Alright, well now I've kind of moved things around, just a little bit of change to the display shelves here. And as you guys can see, I have the Guardian ship placed. I don't really like the placement here only because I think I want to go down one more stud. And that's kind of left me with a weird decision, right? So I have my helmet collection lined up here, and I think it really looks just great being in the middle, especially that Star Wars display right there, of course. But I think I might have to put these heads on the bottom because you can't, if I lower this one more peg, you won't be able to see these sets, so they're definitely not going to be on display very well. And I really don't like that idea, but these helmets I can bring to the front, and the display is in the front of the helmets. So I think it will look alright with the helmets being on the bottom. I'm going to do that real quick and I'll show you guys in a second. Okay, well there we have it. I think I came up with something that I rather enjoy. I went ahead and put these sets back on the top. I didn't think I would do that. I actually didn't think this change would be that big of a deal, but it actually ended up being a little bit of work. So I went ahead and made the second cubby the biggest because I think it gives the most display for that Guardian ship, right? That stand really is large and you definitely can see it. But I think I've got some area right here where I can put my minifigs on display on both sides. As you guys know, I have this little bit of a stand for all of my Marvel minifigs. But I think maybe I'll make a white one, and I think it'll look really good just sitting right here. Now after doing this, I don't think I can handle the Star Wars helmets not being on the bottom shelf over here and not lining up. So I think I'm going to go ahead and change that shelf there as well. Okay, so I've went ahead and adjusted the Star Wars shelf as well. I think this looks very good. Fun fact for you though, the Darth Vader helmet is actually taller than all of the other Lego helmets. It's more expensive and comes with more pieces, so it does make sense. But as you can see, the shelves aren't perfect. That's alright though. We did have to raise that up one, but I do have a ton of room in here for maybe even bigger sets. Now some of you might remember me building this Lego sign several months back, and we had it pretty much on the wall right here, and this used to be our old live stream setup right here when we had the other desk. But we're going to be moving this, so I took it down the other day, and we're actually going to put it on the back wall. I also have the Lego Iron Man art set to build and put on the wall, and I think we're going to go ahead and build that next week, and definitely tack this one up on the wall, because I think this is definitely going to make a huge improvement to the Lego room, right? Alright, well there you can see our Lego art placement on the wall. I think that looks great. The Lego sign actually isn't all that big, so I'm quite impressed with how much space we have on that wall. Who knows, we might end up with some shelving on the wall, maybe up top. I don't know what we're going to do. Next step is we're going to need to make a Brickmine sign. Basically the Brickmine logo, it's going to look very similar to that, be the same size. That's on that 48 by 48 base plate. We need to take this towel down and actually hang up the curtains, the sun blocking curtains up there. That'll be nice. And then of course we need to build the Lego Iron Man art set and hang that on the wall as well. I'm not sure where those are going to be, whether we stick with the Marvel on the left side of the room and the Star Wars on the right side of the room. Probably would be a good idea. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I also have some new sets coming in next week to go ahead and change our Speed Champions display for the future. I think it's going to be really great, but as you guys know, they've changed everything to 8 studs. So we're going to go ahead and make that change as well. Possibly throw these cars into the city and then go ahead and display the 8 studs on this shelf here. Alright guys, well that's pretty much all the changes that we've done to the Lego room this week. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Next week we have some great plans for the Lego City. We're actually going to do the transition into fall. So we're going to have to rebuild the changing seasons houses, change the neighborhood over to fall, and then also we're going to be adding some stuff for Halloween, as well as changing the leaves on the trees into fall colors. I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave the video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more great content coming real soon. I appreciate it guys, and hope to see you on the next one. Have a good day.